Now, here's a scary thought for you. There are more bacteria living on our skin and in our gut than there are cells in our body. They are good for us, however, but until now, no one knew just how the immune system could tell that they're actually harmless.
Researchers from the Centenary Institute in Sydney have discovered a set of so-called peacekeepers. They're immune cells that actually stop us from attacking friendly bacteria. Professor Barbara Fazekas and Groth is from the Centenary Institute and she joins us now from Sydney. Good morning. Tell us about this research.
Good morning. Well, what we've done is to work out exactly how the immune system decides whether a bacterium is a good or a bad guy. And it turns out it's all to do with where they actually are. So the way we did our research, we looked at the skin. Now we know that on the very surface of the skin there are lots of good bacteria that you need to have a healthy skin. And it was always a puzzle, why don't we make immune responses against them? Because if you actually have a skin wound or they invade deeper into your skin, the immune response makes a great big fuss about it and you get a big inflamed lesion. So we actually set up a model in which we could test exactly what these cells in the very most superficial layer of the skin could do. And we found that even if we threw the most activating bacterial stimuli at them, they still told the immune system to cool it.
Right, so how closely either on or under the skin are these so-called friendly bacteria?
They're just on the very surface and they don't penetrate through the layer, the top layer of your skin. And we know if they do go further that you get a big inflammatory response. And what we've shown, the reason why this whole system works is the cells that are in the very superficial layer tell the immune system to do something completely different from what the cells deeper down do.
So it stands to reason that if we're too concerned about hygiene, for instance, if we scrub our hands and our arms, we could lose these friendly bacteria and that could have a deleterious effect on fighting against the bad guys.
We could do, but I think the more important implication of this is that it tells us for the first time how the immune system itself delivers signals to say turn things off. We haven't understood that before. We've just had to guess at it. Now we have an immune cell that does this naturally, and so by studying these cells we can actually try to copy them and use that as a therapy for all sorts of conditions in which the immune response is causing trouble and we want to turn it off.
Right. And
so
go on.
What we've actually found is a pathway where we know that if we can mimic these cells, we will have discovered a lot of very useful new therapies for immune diseases.
How easy will it be to mimic those cells?
Well, it's always difficult to do this because the immune system is quite complicated, but I think this is a very promising first step in that pathway. We know where to look now for how the cells actually do this. Previously, we had no idea where to start.
Fascinating stuff, Barbara Fazekas and Groth. I apologise, by the way, if I've mispronounced your surname, but fascinating stuff nonetheless. Thank you very much for your time this morning.
Thank you.